Hi all, many thanks for your interest in my corporate flyer, which is a pretty versatile flyer design which can be used for all sorts of corporate marketing campaigns. Quite versatile, quite flexible, pretty easy to use as usual. Just a few quick tips so you get to know the file better and just to show you how to easily update this. So when you open your package from Graphic River, you'll find four main files inside, basically two A4 format flyers and two A5 format flyers. We have them here. That's what it looks like when you open them up in Photoshop. Difference between the files are subtle but noticeable. Basically, the difference between the A4 and A5 layout is that A4 is slightly higher, so we have a little more vertical space to play with, and I use that space to include down here some sample brand logos or some little footer text, whichever you prefer to use. You will find that in the pre-footer section here you can either hide and show the logos or the small type. The other major difference between both A5 and A4 flyers is that one has the tagline up at the top here and the logo in the the company logo in the mid section, and the other version has the company logo at the top and the tagline in the midsection. So not a great difference, but you can play around with these, choose either one of the logo placements and choose whether you want to have an extra section of texts down here in the pre-footer, and you can play around with these a little bit and have some flexibility in the information you'd like to display. You can see all the blue lines here on screen. Those are the rulers and guides which are used to set up the page properly. You can just press Control H to deactivate these, and what you see is basically the same flyer as in the Graphic River preview, only that the images have been removed for copyright issues obviously, and you can just insert your own images in there really easily. I'll explain that in a second. At the very top you have the crop marks, and you have a mask cropped area layer, which basically I use because it's just easier to work with. This is just an area only the printers really worry about. If you deactivate them, you see this is the bleed area around the flyer, which gets cropped off when the flyer gets printed. So that's nothing for you to worry about, so I usually just hide that so I get a better view of what the design looks like, and then the crop marks are just for printers for reference. Deactivate these, then to add in your own imagery, really easy. Just go to the respective sections of the flyer. You have the header section, and you have what I call the header gallery, and in there you have a smart object called your image here. Double click that, a new window opens, and you can just drag or paste your image in there. Here, double click it, remove the text, select all, remove, and then just drag in any image you may have lying around on your desktop or you've downloaded, purchased, whatever. I have a sample here which is just basically taken from a screenshot from PhotoDune. You just paste that in there, adjust the size, place it, and save the smart. Hang on, little wider. Save the smart object, close the smart object, and there you have it appear in your flyer. So pretty easy. Undo that and it's gone again. Same thing goes for the other image. Quick tip here, I have the frame around, which is the little white frame which goes around the entire flyer. If you want to simply click the layers and have your layer palette automatically indicate which layer you are on, it's easier if you just disable this, because because this lays over all the rest of the layers, and therefore when you click on stuff, it's always the frame layer which gets selected. So just disable that while you're working with the file, and then later re-enable it. Editing the file is really straightforward. Just click on any layer here which is colored, and just use the color picker. Pick any color you like. Similarly, use the text tool to select any text, choose any color, choose any font, and really easy to deal with. You will see that if we go into full zoom here, that what looks like a fine drop shadow to the left side content box is actually lots and lots of very fine dots, and that really is just a duplicate layer, just a shape with a pattern fill, and you can play around with that pattern overlay, so you can play around with that if you like to. Obviously I think my setting is best, but feel free to just play with the sliders, with the opacity, etc. In the footer we again have this little pattern, but here it's not black grey but white, otherwise the same thing. The pixels and spaces are double the size here. One quick tip about using the logos here, that may facilitate your work when working with this. If you, let me just deactivate here so I can just select those quickly. Come on. If you just place them in the partners section of the pre-footer, here you just paste in any logos you like, and then you want to align them nicely. Basically, a really easy way to do it is just to use the selection tool, Control H to activate here the guides, transform your selection so it clicks nicely with the guides and the surrounding shapes. Here we go, and then choose your 3 logos here in the layer palette. Use the move tool and simply align centrally and spread out evenly, and there you go, nicely aligned. That's an easy trick not everybody knows, and it always gets everything aligned mathematically correct and gives a nice balance to your flyer. So those are the main characteristics. Pretty easy to deal with. If you have any questions, as usual, just get in touch with me through Graphic River or through here, shoot over a mail. I'm always happy to help. Hope you enjoy the file and have fun.